What's happening, guys, and welcome back to another 2-Tip Tuesday. That's right, 2 tips from me to you, because I love you and we all need to be shooting better. Today's 2-Tip Tuesday is geared toward beginner to intermediate photographers and or filmmakers. These are just things I wish I would have known when I was just starting out or just getting my feet wet. So we'll get right into it. My first tip for today is to back up your storage. Now, assuming you already have a DSLR or mirrorless camera, you already know what SD cards or micro SD cards are. It's that little memory card we put into our camera to store all the things we take pictures or make videos of. But if you know that, then you know that SD card storage is limited. So to solve that problem, we have to have somewhere to dump all these files. Now, most laptop computers have enough storage space in them so that you could dump all the files onto your actual laptop. But here's the problem with that, and it's something I wish I would have known when I first started out, because I ran into this problem like a brick wall. So it's the year 2011, 2012, I've been shooting for a while now, dumping everything onto my computer, but my computer is running crazy slow. And eventually I run out of storage space. Now, this is a huge problem if you've already started shooting regularly or you're doing a few shoots a week. If you're working that fast, or even if you're only doing a few shoots a month, you can fill up storage really fast. Now it starts this chain reaction of problems, because now you're full on storage, right? But your computer's moving super slow, but you still have to edit. But now that's taking longer than before, and shoots are still coming in, and now you have no more space, and now you just have a bunch of memory cards with a bunch of things on them that you can't get off of your camera. Well, if you are 2013 me, I have a solution. External hard drives. External hard drives are heaven sent for anyone who does a lot of work or super cautious like myself. This not only backs up your work, but it also allows you to store all your files on a storage device that isn't your computer, so that your computer continues to run at the fast speed that it's meant to. Now, if you don't have enough RAM or something, you know. External hard drives come in different colors and shapes, but the most important part is they come in different storage sizes. So this way you can get exactly how much extra storage you actually need. My only warning about external hard drives is just to be careful with them. Sometimes they can be extremely fragile, and you knock the cord out and you try to plug it back in and it doesn't come back on, or it stops reading, or you drop it for some reason. You can lose all your files, all of it. It's happened to me at least 3 or 4 times in my career, and it's awful when you lose all your work, especially if you have some unfinished projects on there and then you have to explain it to your clients. So be careful. I use this hard drive, and it's I forgot the name of it, but it's meant for rugged use. And this is so that it doesn't slip. It has a rubber padding on the outside. It's really incredible, honestly. It's one of the best hard drives that I've had thus far. So, like I say every video, do your research, but external hard drives will become necessary to back up your work, and just for cautionary reasons, you should be backing up your work just in case your computer crashes for whatever reason. And like I was saying, they'll become more and more important as you begin to shoot more. Tip number 2 is about a few tools that I wish I would have known about when I first started, or getting serious, or just getting familiar with my camera gear. So if you've been shooting for some time, you will hear, or you have already heard, the term cold shoe and hot shoe. Now, essentially, when you break it down, a cold shoe is a hot shoe. Only difference is a cold shoe doesn't communicate anything to the camera. So I guess I should explain. Your DSLR or mirrorless camera has an attachment on the top of it. Normally it comes covered when you first get your camera. This is a hot shoe. A hot shoe is basically a piece of your camera that allows you to attach things such as mics or flash or what have you to your camera while communicating with your camera. So with that mic or that flash, a hot shoe allows you to communicate with the camera when it's time to flash or something of that nature, depending upon how you put your settings. And the only difference between that and a cold shoe is that a cold shoe doesn't allow you to communicate anything to the camera. And if you don't have a camera, you're probably thinking, well, what's the point of a cold shoe? Cold shoe is when you have something that you want to attach to your camera that either connects through a different cord or just doesn't connect to the camera at all, such as most lights you put on camera and etc. Once you start shooting for a while, you'll quickly realize how much you actually use hot shoes and cold shoes. I've even gotten on Amazon and bought extra cold shoes to have with me in my backpack, because eventually you kind of learn you never know when you're going to need stuff like that, especially with other people's equipment or attachments. I couldn't even tell you how many situations I run into where I use them. For instance, let's say I still want to use my flash off camera on a tripod or something, and paired my camera with a remote trigger or something to communicate with the flash. I would still need something to mount the actual flash on to get it on a tripod. So these things come in handy way more than you think they would. Thank you guys for tuning into another 2-Tip Tuesday. My name is Leef Parks. If you guys enjoyed this video, please drop a like, leave a comment, share this video. If you're new here, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week on the next 2-Tip Tuesday. Peace.